Welcome, my friends. We are back for another video. Let me get my gloves back on here. And we're going to make some mushroom keychains. These are the little mushrooms we have. And they're keychains. So we're going to decorate these up. We're going to make some red and white tops to them, make some bottoms to them, and then we'll put keychains on them. But we have to mix some colors up here. So I want some white, some red, and this is called champagne gold. I'm going to use that for the stems. So we'll get some white mixed up here. And some red. See, there's the white. We'll do this one in red. I already have the resin all mixed up, so all I got to do is just put it in here and mix it. There's the red, and then here is the champagne gold for the stem of the mushroom. Here we go. Oops. And get these off to the side. And we'll get some resin in each one of these. I put the powder in first, hoping that's going to help from kind of splashing it around. Put that over there. Get these mixed up here. See if we have to add more to it. Get this mixed up really good. Ooh, this is going to be a pretty red. Still needs mixed up a little more. Make sure I get that all off the bottom. Okay, that's a pretty red. Do the white here. We'll just stir and stir, stir till we get all the chunks out of it. Still a little chunky. Just keep stirring it until you get all the chunks and it's nice and mixed up. Okay, well, got that one. We'll stir that some more. We'll get this one here started. This is the champagne gold. That'll make a pretty color for the stem of the mushrooms. Look at there. That's a pretty color. Can you see that? That pretty? I moved the mushrooms over here because the ring light was shining right on them and I didn't want that. So I kind of moved those over a little bit so they're not right underneath the ring light. Okay, that's the red. This white definitely needs to be stirred some more. We don't want all those floaties because I'm going to be doing the keychain, so you're going to be able to see each side of the keychain. So we don't want to see all the floaties from the powder. We want that mixed up really well. Oops. Okay, that one's looking pretty good. Okay. Clean it up so it's not all over the place. Okay, I still see a little bit of dry in the white. We want to get that mixed good. Okay, so let's see which. I'm going to see if I can use this. I don't usually use these, but I want to see if this will work. I'm getting white in these centers. That's not really working the way I want it. So let's get one of these. Where are they at? There we go. So what I'm going to do is get the white on here, do a bottom layer, just do a layer of the red and a layer of the gold. Then after that sets up, then go through and do another layer of the red. And I know I made too much resin, so I'll be making something else with it. All right. There we go. So I'm going to fill these all up with the whites. I'll fast forward you through this, and then we'll do a layer of the red. So enjoy the music. Okay, change of plans. I have a lot of resin left here, but I can't mix these. I've never done this before. I thought I could do all these together, but I can't. So if I pour the red in here, it's gonna go into the white and it's gonna make a mess. So I have to wait till the white is completely cured. These three here had a little ridge here that I could put the gold in there and it would stay. The other ones don't. So I'm gonna have to pour the red and the gold at the same time for the bottoms of these other ones. So I gotta let these sit. I have lots of molds. I'm gonna pour this stuff all in molds because I do not waste any resin. And we will come back to these when the white is all set. And we will get these all done. And I'll show you what I do with all this. I have lots and lots of molds, so I don't, nothing goes to waste. I just made a lot more than I needed. So I will be back and show you when these are all set and show you what I did with all the extra. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. We're back to do the mushrooms. We're gonna get the red on the top and we're gonna get the gold on the bottom. I've already got the resin made up. I'm just getting my let goes back on here. And we're gonna get this done. So, I got some red made up. What was left from yesterday, I made some little characters. We'll decorate those up. I'll demold those when we demold this. And let's see how much. I'm probably gonna have to make up some more, but we'll see how far this goes. These are gonna make some really, really cute keychains. Let's see here. Let's see how this fills in. Actually, I'm gonna fill it. It shows a line there, but I'm gonna fill it all the way in, all the way to the edges. because this is going to be the back of the mushroom anyway. So we're going to fill this all in there. For these ones here that, yes, I'm definitely going to have more. These held more than I thought. Okay, so I got that one domed. So we'll do this one. I should have enough for this one. Yeah, so I had enough in here to do 2 of these, so now I know how much I gotta make. Okay, we'll make up another batch of red. These are gonna be so cute. Okay, so that made 2 of them. We'll get this one mixed up. And I have one more that I can just pour it on, and the rest of them I'll have to do at the same time. So we gotta get this mixed up really good. Don't want any dry powder in there. This is the gold. I'm going to mix that up again. Isn't that gold beautiful? Look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, well, let's get this one poured on here. Okay, I'm gonna top this one off just a little bit more. Get that one domed, because resin does shrink a little bit, so you gotta dome them up good. Okay, so this here is where I have to be a little more trickier. Because I'm gonna have to pour these at kind of the same time. Pour this up here first. So I can get this dim. Okay, that wasn't bad. Okay, let's see if I can get this one. Okay, I need to make a little bit more red for these two here. I should have enough gold, but definitely more red. And if I have red left over, I'll make it into something. Okay. Because that resin's going to move around a little bit, but that's all right. That's what resin does. Resin does what resin does. But these are going to be so cute. Look at that red, isn't that pretty? Okay. So we're going to do this again. Pour some red and some gold. These are so cute. I think mushrooms are so cute. I have fairy hoses. Oh my goodness, do I have fairy hoses? So in my fairy houses, I have lots of mushrooms. Okay, let me see if I need to top these off some more. Means I have plenty of red. I can top these off real good so that way I don't have so much trimming to do. And I'm going to give these a little spritz with some alcohol, pop any little bubbles that are there, and I think we are going to be all done here. Now get those little bubbles, and I see one right there. There we go. Look at that. Kind of ran together, but that's all right. We can take care of that. It's because I really domed that one. That's what happens when you dome a little more than you should. Okay, I have this on my heat mat. I'm going to set the timer on it. Get this set up. And I will be back for demold. We are back for demold. Yay! Okay, so the extras I had, I made some jewelry out of them. So I will take these over into my jewelry section and I will put bails on these and some earrings to make these with. But that will be a whole another day. If you ever want to see any of my jewelry that I make and put the bells on them and earrings and that, you can go to my Etsy shop at Divine Designs 24 on Etsy, and I have a storefront there, and you can see the jewelry that I make and put on there. And I just downloaded some this morning and got them, or uploaded them onto Etsy. I ran out, I sold out, so I had to get some more on there. And I had made some little characters out of some extras, so let's look at these and see how these guys turned out. And these little guys, I really haven't sold any of these. I've given them away. Like I give them away as like freebies on when people order things from me. I'll send them as a freebie. And I have them all around here in my studio and my computer. They all sit around and look at me while I'm working on my computer. So let me get, he looks like he's got a couple air bubbles in him. I see one under his chin. Oh, he had a little one on the tip of his horn too. But he's kind of cute. Let me get this turned back out. There we go. But he's cute. Look at him. All I did was, you know, it was just some extras I had. So I just did him in layers. And he turned out cute. My granddaughter will love that. Okay, let's see what we have here. This one here is a little deer. And so I'm going to start getting some deers made up for Christmas. So I thought, well, I have some extra. I'll make a little deer. These things are not the easiest things to get out either. Ugh. All right, I have to bring him closer to me to do it, sorry. I have to get him off screen for here for a second. Sometimes if I squirt a little alcohol down in him, in these though, it'll help a little bit sliding him off. But I don't like spraying too much alcohol in my room. Oh my goodness, he is being stubborn today. If I can just get past the head, I've been getting pretty good. Oh, thought I had him there for a second. There we go. And there he is. Isn't he cute? Now get him all decorated up. Whew. I had a lot of little extra pieces on him that fell off. I think I probably over-poured him a little bit. By the time I got to them pouring them, it was starting to get pretty thick and warm. Okay, and last but not least is my angel. I did her the other day. I did these smaller ones, and I did the big angel for my Christmas in July. I'm gonna do another Christmas in July too, but I did the angels first. All right. Come on, head. Oh, look at her. Isn't she pretty? She's really pretty. Look at her. Got the different layers of her in her dress. Okay. So now we got the mushrooms all done for the keychains. I got my keychain stuff here to get them made up. I will put these all on my Etsy shop, except for one because I messed one up. So he'll be mine. I always get the rejects, which is fine. There is one. Let me get a piece of paper towel here. Maybe that might help be able to see them a little better. So there is one. And there is another one. These turned out really cute. I never used this mold before. This is a brand new mold. Actually, I just bought this mold on a clearance. I remember. I think it was Hobby Lobby on their clearance. I don't think it was Michael's. But there's another one. These really turned out cute. There's that one. And I'll show you how I do the, yeah, I got a little overpour on some of these. I have to drill some of these out, so I have to get my little drill here. I got it right here. I'll have to drill those out. But there's another one. I got two more here. There's that one. And one more. And there's that one. Let me get it on a paper towel so you can see it. And there is that one. They turned out really, really cute. Okay, let's see. We'll pick out the ones I don't have to drill first. I'll do the ones I have to drill last. These are all okay. That one I gotta drill, that one I don't. I don't. And that one I do. So I thought I had two of them here I'd have to drill. Okay, these are very simple to do. I get my pliers. I get my jump ring. And when you do your jump rings, do not pull this way. You always twist. And then you slide them on. You slide your keychain on. And then you just bend it back. And then there is your keychain. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so we'll go through and get these, and then I will show you how I drill a hole that I have overfilled. Those are very simple to do. And then you just push it back. And that's it. Let me grab my drill here. I have to trim this one up too. I got a little overpour on this one here. And usually I'll wait until they're really hardened up. These are still a little soft, so I'll wait until they're hardened up before I really go through and do a lot of trimming on it. But that's all I do is trim it. I just use my deburring tool. And all you do is just, there's the hole. You just stick it in there, and there's the hole. Simple as that. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish putting these on, and then I will take pictures of these, and you'll see those at the end. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching. You'll see pictures of all these at the end. And make sure that you give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing helps my channel and helps me get my content out there. And I will see you guys next time. Bye now.